Greetings, everyone. This is Payman Lorenzo, your host, your friend, your coach. Today, we're kicking off day 5 of the September class for the live 5-day Profit Podcast Launch Challenge. I'm super excited, even though this is the last day of the week in the class. But today is the final, the showtime, the big one, the day we're going to talk about money and making money and getting clients, leads on demand, and clients organic to your podcast. Speaking of that, can you guys guess why I'm wearing green today? There's no randomly. It's a purpose for that. Each color has a meaning.
Money.
Abundance, yes. Abundance, prosperity, health, money, absolutely. And because of that, today, this is what we're doing. So, and speaking of green, the share button on the Zoom screen is also green. Is that a coincidence? All right, let's get going. Let me share my screen with you guys. Let's get going. All right, share. Do you guys see my screen?
Yes.
All right. All right. So today we're going to be talking about putting it together, what we've covered so far in this week. And we're going to see how to leverage your profitable podcast to get leads on demand and clients organically in as little as 30 days, even if you have zero audience to start with. And to start off, we're going to look at where does your ideal client and listeners hang out? So you remember the 4-step approach I shared with you from day one? Number 1, what is your zone of genius? That's going to determine what is the one specific pain point you can solve and for who. And the last piece of the puzzle is where is that person hanging out, and simply putting ourselves in front of that person. And that's what you're going to be doing today. And then once we know where is that person hanging out, then it's going to be very simple for us to map out our first 10, 20, 100, even 1,000 episodes and beyond. And then putting it together to get literally leads on demand right away and clients organically through your profitable podcast / YouTube channel in as little as 30 days from launch. Are you guys excited or are you guys excited?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so agenda, I'll cover that. Any questions about anything I covered yesterday or anything from the last few days since the beginning?
Yeah, I got a lot of questions about the YouTube channel. I found mine and I'm trying to play around with it, but I realize it's my own personal email, so I got to figure out a way to erase that channel or add a new one and start with one that's a different email.
Yeah. Book a time with me for next week and we can go over that in detail.
Okay.
And speaking of that, all of you guys, please book a time with me for next week. Let's chat and brainstorm further together, see how we can implement all of these into your business. All right. I saw that, Anna, you booked a time with me next week. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, it's not going to be at 3 o'clock in the morning this time. Well, it's okay. It's okay. I'll check it. All right, cool. Now, so again, to identify where is our ideal clients hanging out, again, there's no guesswork required in here. It's all very logical. Number 1, what is the pain point we're solving for who? And based on that, we know exactly where is that person hanging out. For me, it's been mostly, I would say, exclusively on Facebook. And now I'm slowly getting onto LinkedIn. But one thing I can tell you guys, Facebook groups are an absolute gold mine. Do not sleep on that, especially when doing it the right way. I can do an entire program just on leveraging Facebook groups, but that's way beyond the scope of this. I go into detail into that inside the Academy, but I just want to say this to you guys. Do not sleep on Facebook groups. Facebook groups are an absolute gold mine. So for you guys, where do you believe, based on what we've covered so far, that your ideal clients and listeners may be hanging out? Is it on Facebook or is it on LinkedIn? One word, left to right. Rob.
I would say both, actually, for me. Sorry.
And that's not okay. That's good. Can be both, yes. But if you were to choose one, where are they the most hanging out?
Probably Facebook.
Awesome. Paul?
Same thing, Facebook.
Awesome. Jennifer?
Sorry, there's just commotion going on here. I'm thinking, I'm thinking Facebook as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Stephanie?
Facebook.
Awesome. Of course. Yeah. Anna?
Neither. YouTube.
Really? That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. I love that. Awesome. Yes. And YouTube is amazing. I will cover that in a moment. So now, I mentioned yesterday, I believe, about the foundational 10, 15 episodes. These are the first episodes you record, and you can bang those out by just and going on each other's podcasts right here in this container along with 9, 10 people. Fantastic opportunity to get to know each other. And also, who knows? I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if there'll be some opportunities for you guys or us together, who knows, to collaborate, to co-create magic together. Because one of my pillars of my business are 1 + 1 = 11. When 2 people comes together, it exponentially increases. 3 people coming together is 111. 4 people together is 1,111, and so on and so forth. So get with each other. Also, your first foundational episode, as I mentioned yesterday, are going to be the backbone, the foundation of your podcast, because they will be literally on the job training. You will get to go through the process of identifying, inviting, scheduling, setting things up, recording, editing, uploading, promoting, creating the social media assets and all that for your podcast. So that's something that you have to go through. There's no shortcut, and going to the foundational episode is the best way for you to learn that. And also, once you go out and reach out to people that you do not know, when you go out to invite your prospects on the podcast, the very first thing they will do is to check out your podcast. Because, let me check this person. That's human nature. We want to check. If you see you have less than 10 episodes, not interested, because it's sending all the wrong message to them. Oh, this person's not committed. They're not serious. I don't want to waste my time. Instead, the more episodes you have, the more it's going to send the opposite message. Oh, wow, this person is committed, is serious. I want to be part of it. And nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. Try this. Next time you walk on the street, all of a sudden just start looking up above you. And next thing you know, you'll attract a crowd of 5 people looking up. Just try it. That's silly and fun, but just to prove a point. Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. Or even just look down on the sidewalk, just stare at it, and see people will stop and stare at the same thing. So again, the point is, the more of those you have, the stronger message you're sending. And honestly, it should not take you more than 1 to 2 weeks at most to reach those 10, 15 episodes. As I said, we already are 10 people in this container, give or take. And also inside the Facebook group, we are over 300, almost 330 people from all the previous classes. So don't be shy. Reach out to them, or just once you're ready, make a post saying, "Hey guys, I'm launching my podcast. I'm looking for guests for my podcast." And let me tell you, you will be flooded because everybody wants to be on a podcast. So far, so good.
Yes.
All right. Now, mapping out your first 1 billion episode. So again, same process. Identify what is the pain point you can solve, which is going to be based on your zone of genius. For who, you know exactly who that is. Where is that person hanging out? And you simply reach out. And you do those reaching outs once you've built your foundational episode, not before, after. And as I mentioned yesterday, wait until you have at least 10 episodes recorded before you tell the world, "Hey, I launched my podcast." Because again, people like to binge listen, binge watch. So give them that opportunity to consume as much of your content as possible. Does that make sense? So again, once you've identified that person, you simply reach out to them and say, "Hey, John, hey, Mike, or Mary, I'm excited. I've launched my podcast. I loved working with you, and I love what you're doing, and I would love to showcase you as one of my first guests on my podcast. that little script is going to open up the world for you. It's going to get you access to people you can't even imagine. Why? Because everybody wants to be on a podcast. Even if it's a brand spanking new podcast, only 2 subscribers, because they can talk about themselves, leverage that for other things. So once you have clarity, what is the pain point you're solving, your zone of genius, one pain point for who, where is that person hanging out, you've basically mapped out your podcast for the rest of time. There's no rocket science.
Quick question.
Sure, go ahead.
How long do you think a podcast really should be?
Great question.
Let's face, yeah, because I think people don't have a good attention span anymore that they can actually focus on something.
It really depends. There are some wildly successful and profitable podcasts that less than 5 minutes, like the Frank Kern. Frank Kern is a mega successful entrepreneur. Is one of the first people back 20 years ago. We did a $1 million launch in 24 hours. Frank Kern. His podcast is called The Frank Kern Show. It's literally 3 to 4 minutes. And then you have the Joe Rogan.
How you spell the last name? I'm sorry.
Kern.
P-E-R-N. Pern. Okay, got it.
Kern. Frank Kern. He's a mega superstar in the world of marketing, one of the all-time G's. He was one of the first person to crack the $1 million launch in 24 hours. That was back in 2004 or 5, when you could drive traffic to Google literally for free, for pennies. And Google allowed you back then to drive traffic directly to a landing page. So those are the days you could literally make money with anything. Anyways, but now there's other opportunities. So yeah, there are podcasts that are 4 minutes, and then there are podcasts that are 4 hours, like the Joe Rogan, Tim Ferriss, and so on and so forth. Yes, people have less and less of an attention span. That's very true. However, as I said before, your message, my message, is not meant for the world as much as we would love to. But your message is meant for your Robs, for your Pauls, for your Annas, for your Stephanies, for your Jennifers, for your Marias, my payments, your Gregs, and so on and so forth. Just a person that's just a few steps behind you. And that person is going to gladly listen to you for hours, because what you're sharing is exactly what they're looking for and they need. So don't let that stop you. As far as how long your podcast should be, it really depends on your zone of genius, what pain point you're addressing, for who. I would say the sweet spot is around 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey.
Awesome. Cool. Now, always remember this principle. Never put yourself in a position to ask, beg, or chase. Instead, invite. That applies not only to business, but also your family, your kids, your spouse, anything you do, your neighbor, your hairdresser, whatever, your makeup artist, anything. And we're going to be using the same principle when it comes to inviting people on our podcast. Hey, Paul. Hey, Anna. My name is Payman. I love what you're doing. I'm the host of the Leads Well podcast, and I would love to showcase you on my podcast. That little script alone has opened up the world to me and for me. Now, let's take a look at some misconceptions around podcasting. The first one is around the lack of clarity, not knowing where to start. By now, we know how to tackle that. As I mentioned earlier, one of my favorite saying is, your crap is your gold. Your message is your message. Look at your life. Any crap, any heartbreaking challenges or dark phase that you've been through, no matter how painful they may have been at the time, they're your greatest gifts. Always look at things that you're going through the perspective of these 3 questions. What is it trying to teach me? What is the lesson for me to learn to that? And the last one, what is it trying to tell me? If you were to look at anything, even the most tragic, the most heartbreaking things you're going through, from the perspective of these 3 questions, you will see them for what they truly are. Beautiful, impactful and wildly profitable gifts. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Here's another one. Oh, I don't have the time. I'm too busy with my kids, my wife, my husband, my business, my work, whatever. As I mentioned before, any entrepreneur, especially online, we are getting on calls pretty much every day with our prospects or clients. All we have to do is just turn one of those calls into a podcast. Just press the record button on your Zoom screen. That's all you have to do. It's not about creating an extra 3 hours a day in your already very busy schedule. No, you just turn one of the calls you're getting on into a podcast. You just record it, as simple as that. And as I said, the sweet spot is around, for me, I budget around about an hour for a podcast call because I like to go deep. But for you guys, hey, that's your podcast. You call the shots. How long do you need to really establish that trust, to really get to know the person, vet them, so that you guys can see how you can really help and serve that person? Again, the sweet spot is 30 to 45 minutes. Just turn one of the existing calls you're getting on into a podcast. As simple as that. And now
When
go ahead, sorry.
I'm sorry, when you're doing your calls, right? And after you finish the podcast, do you edit the podcast or you just let it raw?
I honestly, as I said before, I can count on two hands the number of times I've done editing. I don't do editing for two reasons. One, because I like to keep them as organic, as natural as possible and free flowing. And second of all, let's be real. I do not want to create extra work for myself. The only time I do editing is when the guest specifically asks me to remove something in the call. In that case, yes, I absolutely respect the request. But other than that, I do not. Hey, listen, I don't want to create extra work for myself. Let's be real.
Right.
Simple as that. And I have no problem saying that directly to a person. Hey, listen, the only time I'll do any editing is if you ask me to remove something specific in our conversation. Other than that, it's going to be free flowing.
Good. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah. So again, the time issue shouldn't be an issue. 1 hour a day, honestly, guys, can literally put your business on the map. 1 hour a day. Just turn one of the existing calls you get on already into a podcast. Just record it. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. And I just mentioned that 30, 60 minutes a day. Here's another big one. I don't know where to get the right guests. By now, hopefully you guys know where to get the right guests. There's no guesswork actually required. It's a very logical, flowing process. What is your zone of genius? What is the pain point you're solving? For who? And the next obvious logical step is, where is that person hanging out the most? As I said just at the start of this call, it's going to be one of the two, either Facebook or LinkedIn. And for some, like Anna, amazing Anna, on YouTube. And once you've identified your platform, your kingdom, so to speak, you don't just go all in. You become omnipresent on that one platform. You do not want to be on 25 platforms. Always remember, guys, the rule of the 6 1s. One business, one offer, one avatar, one traffic source, one platform, 1 year. That's the surest way for you to succeed. Just like when you try to cook 10 dishes, even if you're the best chef in the world, some of them are going to burn because your attention is going to be all over the place. You don't know where to pay attention first. And we only have 24 hours. Instead, go laser focus on that one thing. That's the fastest, surest way for you to succeed. I started to see real results the moment I stopped dabbling and juggling multiple businesses. That's when I started to see real, consistent, growing results. That's the key, guys. It's not rocket science. That principle, the rule of the 6 1s, took a business like Lead Pages into a multi-billion-dollar company in 2-3 years. Same thing for ClickFunnels. They have just one offer. That's it. One platform. So again, become omnipresent on that one platform and you're golden. Here's a big one. Oh, I don't know how to monetize it. Well, this is what we're going to be talking about today. But the way to do it is very simple. Here's the blueprint, the map, the very simplified overview of things. This is it, guys. You build a high-ticket transformational, that's a keyword, transformational offer of at least $1,000, that's the bare minimum or more, around your zone of genius, where you're going to be solving one very specific pain point for one very specific person. The bigger the transformation, the more they will gladly pay you. And we must make our business transformational, not transactional. Do not sell your time because there's always a ceiling how much you can charge. Do not sell your knowledge because knowledge nowadays can be pretty much obtained for free with ChatGPT, YouTube, and Google. So this is it, guys. Print this. This is the roadmap. This is how you monetize a podcast, a YouTube channel, or any business for that matter. Build a high-ticket transformational offer of at least $1,000 or more around your zone of genius, where you're going to be solving one very specific pain point for one very specific person. The bigger the transformation, the more they will gladly pay you. Does it make sense?
Mhm.
All right, cool. Now, do you guys see how this map, this approach is exactly the path to a profitable and impactful podcast and business in the next 12 months? Do you guys see it? I want you guys to really see it, visualize it, and project in your mind, in your eyes' mind.
Yeah,
Do you guys see that?
definitely.
Yep,
Oh, yes.
I'm there.
This is it. Seriously, this is it. This entire week can be summarized into this slide. It's a very simplified, yes, way, but this is not even a 30,000 foot overview. It's like more like a million foot side overview. This is it, guys. You just implement that. Now, of course, there's a lot of variables, but this is the game plan. Here's another big one. Oh, I don't see podcasting as a good fit for my business. Well, remember this graph, guys? This year alone, over $50 billion, and the US alone are going to be exchanging hands as a result of two people connecting on a podcast. Worldwide, it's fair to say that we can 2, 5, maybe even 10x this figure. And by the time we reach 2030, which is not far as what, 3.5 years from now? Sorry, no, 4.5 years. It's going to be over 135 billion. So podcasting is where it's at. Podcasting is replacing radio, just like YouTube is replacing TV. There's never been a better time than now and today to get into having your profitable podcast launch. Look at the graph, and we all are still at infancy. Why podcasting is so powerful? Because again, as I mentioned, business is a relationship nurturing process. We do business with people we like, relate, and trust. And when you're selling anything high ticket, over $1,000, euros, or pounds, there's about one thing and one thing only: trust. Now, how do you build that trust? By building rapport. How do you build that rapport? By simply having a heart-to-heart conversation, being authentic, speaking from the heart. One of the things I always say is never speak from a script. Don't even speak from here, but speak from here. When you speak from here, that's when doors open, opportunities open, and wallets open. Big time. And what's the best way to do that? Again, a podcast. Having a long, meaningful conversation on a podcast with your prospects. We're not interviewing randoms. We are interviewing your prospect. And to that, again, it all boils down to this: clarity, clarity, clarity. Clarity as to what is zone of genius, what is the pain point you're going to solve and address and solve, for who, doing what, how long. And then this is the way. Is everything coming full circle now for you? Is it making sense in your brains? How podcasting can really be truly transformational for both you as a person and also your business when done the right way?
Mhm.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Anna,
Absolutely.
Stephanie,
Yes.
I think your dog answered too.
Your dog's on board too, man.
Absolutely, yes.
That's right.
I'll have special treats for them when you join. Jennifer,
Yes.
let me see anyone else I may have missed. Rob,
Yes.
okay, perfect, awesome. Remember this, guys, the $1 billion a day opportunity. Meaning each and every single day, people around you and around me and around us are quietly spending or rather investing a bunch of money to pay someone to help them solve one very specific problem they have. And that figure, $1 billion a day, is from a year ago. So by now it's probably 50%, if not maybe 100%. Let's say it's $2 billion a day. That's a pretty big and humongous pie. And how can we get a piece of that? This is how we get a piece of that. And you through your podcast. It's very logical when you look at things. There's no magic pills here. It's a step-by-step approach, 4-step, all revolving around one thing: clarity and your zone of genius. That's it. Now, let's talk about making money. So as I said, on YouTube and podcast, there's a traditional outdated way, which is all around chasing vanity metrics, building a massive audience, all about subscribers, views, downloads, sponsorships, and so on and so forth. You become literally a slave to almighty algorithm. You have to literally do the latest dance on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, being literally a dancing monkey and shake it, shake it, shake it, baby, to get some views. You know, that's going to take a long time unless you're already an established celebrity, established world-class expert, or you have an existing massive audience. Raise your hand if you have any of those three currently. Anyone's a celebrity, anyone's a world-class expert, anyone has a massive audience already? Niet. I don't know about you, but I don't. 999. It's one of my favorite sayings. 999. Anyways, now there's a better way. The better way is the magnetic, profitable way, where it's all about having laser focused clarity and building connections, having conversations. One of my favorite saying is, yes, I am borrowing this from Russell Brunson when he says you're just one funnel away. And I like to say you're just one conversation away. And I mentioned to someone else I talked to, and a couple of weeks before I said you're just one dance away. Do you remember who that was? You just
I wonder who that could be.
I know, right? You're just one dance away. So again, with this approach, you can start getting leads and clients in as little as 30 days. Because again, it's not about the numbers. You've seen my stats. This was from a week ago, I guess. Tiny audience, but big results. Over 150 by now, clients. So again, it's not about the numbers, it's about the connections, the trust. Just like I said before, you don't need to wait till you have 10,000 subscribers or followers or listeners before you make your first dollars. You can make some real money. You can make your first $1,000 with in a room of just the right 10 people, or even the right 5 people. It's all about bringing the right people. Why YouTube? Well, YouTube is currently the second largest search engine in the world. And I would add to that, YouTube is the biggest university in the world, and it's free. Every single day, over 3 billion with a B people go on YouTube to look for specific answers to specific question they have. When was the last time you guys went on YouTube to look for an answer?
Today.
Today.
What did you look for?
Today.
I was searching out how to build my channel out.
There you go. Or you mentioned yesterday on the chat for what was it? Basket weaving and
Yeah,
what else?
basket weaving and cold calling tips. And I was amazed to see
Exactly.
there's thousands on there.
And you can search for answers in any language. I'm sure, Anna, if you went on YouTube and search in German, you can find a lot of answers too. But if you were to look in other languages, you will have less competition. One of my clients is a French guy. He's targeting only the French speaking world, and he's killing it because there's not as much competition as in the English speaking world. So if you do speak another language, that's a fantastic asset you have. All right. So now the question is, now it's time for us to stop being consumers, but for you to become a creator. You're going to be the one sharing your gifts, your zone of genius, your knowledge, your wisdom, not just with the world, but with your world, so that your Annas, your Stephanies, your Robs, your Pauls, your Jennifers, your Gregs, your Marias, my payments can find what they're looking for. Again, you are your own avatar, not some fictional character. Remember that? The math, guys, is
Yes.
very simple. If you do one targeted podcast a week with your ideal prospect, ideal client, as long as your offer is on point and you bring the right people, you should get at least one client a month. Now, if you go all in and you do one podcast a day, Monday to Friday, so 5 a week, with the right people, your offer is on point, there's no reason why you should not be able to get at least one client a week. All of you guys are seasoned pros with a lot of business experience and life experience. So there's absolutely no reason you cannot come up with an offer. I wouldn't even say 1,000, but at least $2,000 starting right away. Can you believe that? Do you believe in yourself that you have something that you can offer for $2,000 right now?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie?
I'm still thinking about that and what I do.
All right, we're going to get there. Anna?
I have.
Love that. Love that. Jennifer? Are you fine?
I'm kind of funny there. I'm I guess I'm still lacking some confidence in myself
Okay.
to believe what I have to offer is worth $1,000.
Oh, absolutely. It's worth a lot more than that. Believe you me. Paul?
Yes, absolutely.
There you go. Rob?
Definitely.
Love that. Love that. Awesome. Did I forget anyone? Let me check. So yeah, again, with a tiny $2,000 offer, one client a week, that's $8,000. That's 6 figures right there. The math do not lie. Is it coming together now for you guys? See how this and the biggest scale actually works?
Mhm.
I want you to really visualize it and see it, because this, when done the right way, is a game changer. While everyone else is spending money, actually throwing money away on Facebook ads or Google ads and whatnot, and trying to juggle 25 social medias, there are people quietly doing just this. I have not done any social media. I have spent a grand total of $0 on ads so far. And this is my results. I've been able to completely change my life, transform my life, and now helping, inspiring, and activating other beautiful souls around the world. So again, this guys works.
So-
The math doesn't lie. So
when you bring a new client aboard,
yeah,
Lorenzo, sorry, I mean to interrupt you.
Mhm.
When you bring a new client aboard, do you sign them to a contract for an extended period of time, or is it just a weekly engagement?
Great question. It's going to really depend on your specific offer, on what you do for them and how you help them. Like for me, I have two offers. One is for my books. So they just sign a one-time contract. They write a chapter in my books, they pay, and off they go. And then we help them, me and my team, to publish the book and make the book a #1 international best-selling book on launch day. But then I have the Academy as well. The Academy is a 3-week program. I work with them, and they become a member for life. And it's a one-time thing.
Oh, okay.
So again, it depends really on what is it that you offer. So if you have a SaaS, if you have an ongoing, ongoing plan that they have to pay for, that's a different story.
Right.
So it really depends on your
Like
business.
subscription based, right?
Exactly,
Is that what you mean?
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Subscription based, sorry, a subscription business can be something beautiful, especially for someone that is teaching something all the time, like say, for example, dancing. Are you there, Stephanie?
I'm here.
There is a case study of a person that I saw online from New York. She's a dance teacher. She had a studio, but COVID destroyed the business. So what she did, she pivoted to creating a membership, teaching people how to learn how to dance online, and she blew that up to $50,000 a month. Hey, paying $50 a month just to learn how to dance, whatever, it's a no-brainer. You get 1,000 people, you do the math. Especially
Right.
in COVID, when people were stuck at home, you can't go to a dancing studio, so you have to. So even though COVID, thank God, is gone, but the opportunity is still there. And that applies to all of you guys. If you can put together that can be sold and offered on a subscription basis, you're going to be very happy.
Yep.
All right, now let's talk about your existing offers. So who already has an offer of at least $1,000? Share it with us quickly. What is it, for who, and what does it does? Who wants
Talking
to?
about the Godfather offer you're talking about, right?
Sorry?
You're talking about the Godfather offer,
Yes,
right?
yes. So my question is, do you currently have an offer that you're promoting and selling for at least $1,000? If yes, please share it. And if not, why not? So who wants to go at it? Anna, you said you have one. Tell us about your offer.
It's a mentoring program, 3 months, 12 weeks. And well, basically, it's helping people to get out of their boxes, meaning their beliefs, and get them the right tools. And then they can actually solve any problem. So
Okay.
I'm not have a specific, maybe my specific point is any, but there is a caveat for the right person. And I only can work with the right person. I'm very selective, but it does work.
Love that. How much is the offer?
Sorry?
How much is your offer?
3333.
So 3,333. Is it dollars or euros?
At the moment, dollars,
Okay.
but say it depends because
And-
in Europe it's more money.
Yes. Yes. And you said it's for 3 months?
3 months.
Okay. My question to you is this. Do you hate money?
No.
Why are you so undercharging?
That is how I start at the moment. I'm
Okay.
open for more.
Oh, I like that. You're open for more. Yes, yes, yes. So again, guys, that's a classic mistake we all make, is to undervalue our gifts. It's a great place to start at the $3,333 for 3 months. Again, depending on what is the outcome you provide, and I will show that to you when we talk one-on-one, how to Give yourself a raise. Do you have a lot of testimonials?
But yeah, quite a few.
Are they video?
No, that's the
Okay.
point.
So we're going to I invite you to make a change. Leverage your podcast. I'll talk about that when we talk in person. Invite those people, especially your clients that you helped. Tell them, hey, Mary, hey, John, exciting news. I'm launching my podcast. I loved working with you, and I would love to showcase you as one of my first guests on my podcast. You invite them in. And once you get them on the call, you ask them questions about what were your pain points? How was my program helped you? And now that this has solved this problem for you, how is this going to change your life moving forward? And the last question is something along the lines of, if someone has the same issues that you had before, would you recommend them to have a chat with me? You keep it short, sweet, to the point, 60 to 90 seconds. You get as many of those as possible. Rule of thumb is every 10 to 20 video testimonials, give yourself a raise. And again, I'll go over that in detail with you when we talk in person next week. So again, guys, get an offer that makes sense for you, for the person. And the best way to really charge real good money is by making an offer transformational. The bigger the transformation, the more they will pay. It's not about commodities, it's not about your time, it's not about your knowledge. It's about how can you not just improve an aspect of their lives, but literally transform, change, and save. When you can save lives, save families, that's when people can throw money at you. Ethically, of course. Thank you, Anna, for sharing that. Anyone else has an offer of at least $1,000 currently?
Yeah, I'll share what I've been thinking about.
Okay.
I will mentor you get over the fear of picking up the phone and calling the leads that come into your funnel. And I will show you a 7-step or a 7-point process to do this in less than 30 days, in as little as 30 days. We'll work together for the next 3 months. Once a week, we'll get together for an hour and a half. And you'll have to promise me that you'll spend at least 2 to 3 hours a week on your own working the points that I've given you. And it'll only cost you $5,000 for the next 3 months for me to work with you.
I love that. That's a Godfather offer. That's a irresistible offer. Yes. Book a time with me for next week and let's brainstorm further on that.
I already did. I got you Monday night at 8.
Perfect. Stephanie, what's your offer?
It's hard for me to put it into. It's hard for me to think because it's too.
All right,
as
don't
far as
think. Don't think. Sing it, dance it.
That's even harder.
Get into your natural habitat. So what pain point are you helping them with?
If it's dance, then I'm helping them to overcome their self-esteem issues, building confidence. I think my issue is hearing the $1,000 part
So what
and putting that into that.
So sorry to interrupt. So what I would say, because you're doing something much deeper than just teaching them to dance, which is overcoming the lack of self-confidence, dancing is a way to do so. People will pay you some good money to learn to dance, but people will pay you the big money to help them overcome that fear of self-esteem or whatever. That's where, and your approach is very unique because it's to something that is fun, is going to do 3 things. Get them in a good mood, get them to lose weight, and get them to be happy, become sexy, attract the right person. There's many angles you can tackle. So that's something way deeper than just learning to shake it and dance, you know. And for that, you can charge some real good money. So book a time next week. Let's brainstorm and
I'm
build
gonna do it right.
and build an impactful business for you. And that's something that you can honestly have a hybrid of iTicket offer and subscription.
That's where I'm leaning because you've mentioned the subscription several times, and it's like, okay, but how? I just can't come out and say, well, it's a $250 subscription. You know, there's a lot that goes into that. And I had, I read your feedback on what you have put before, and dancing is not something that I want to continue to do because it's physically draining at
Oh,
some
sure.
point. I'm gonna have to stop that at some point. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna book that call with you to get more perspective on that.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Mhm.
Rob,
So, hey, let me first and foremost, I'd like to get on your calendar as well. Are you available next Tuesday at 8 o'clock?
I'll send my calendar on the chat on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Grab a time that works for both of us. So 8 p.m. Eastern, that's 7 o'clock in the morning for me. I grab it. If it's available, grab it.
Okay. All right. So I'm still trying to figure out my Godfather offer, but I thought helping cancer patients forget their pain
Mm.
by singing to them essentially and try to make them in a better mood because that's what music does for me. So I'm sure a lot of people would feel that. Yeah.
Absolutely love that. Hey, I said it before, and I'll say it again. You and Stephanie need to get on a call because I see
Okay.
some synchronicity. I see some beautiful opportunities for you two to co-create magic. 1 + 1 = 11. Dance and
Sure.
music. Seriously, that can be an amazing offer the two of you can co-create together because it really complements each
Yeah.
other.
Okay.
Hey, don't forget, just 10% for me.
That's right.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's recorded.
Well, if you
And
send
I
it
still
to
have
me,
to
I
sing-
graciously accept it, but I'm just,
and I still have to sing for you guys too.
yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is the night.
Yeah. So guys, get on a call. All of you guys should get on a call with
Yes.
each other, get to know each other, invite on each other's podcast, but especially the two of you, Rob and Stephanie, because I see
Okay.
it's the second time I'm seeing it clearly. So don't make me come and chase you guys and personally take you by the ear and put you in a room together. Joking.
No problem. And she's from New York originally anyway, so it's all good.
You're in New York too, right?
I am.
Okay, yeah. She's in Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Still just a stone throws away. Okay.
That's right.
All right, guys. Jennifer, do you have an offer right now?
I don't. I'm still trying to figure out what to do.
Okay.
I have too many ideas that are floating around in my head, and I'm trying to get it right. And
Okay.
I mean, George has something we do together on Sundays, but I can't see it ever becoming profitable. George is just having fun talking,
Okay.
and I kind of have a bigger plan. So it's just trying to figure out if I want to do it
All right.
as
Book a time next week and let's chat. The three of us. You, me, and George, okay?
okay. I'll try. It might just be you and me.
All right. One thing I say is never say try because when someone says I'll try, it means already they're not going to do it.
Well, I can't. I can only talk about
No,
what I'm
of
gonna.
course. I'm not talking. I'm just saying, generally speaking. Yeah, of course.
Generally speaking, for sure. But I'm just saying,
Yeah,
with me, I can say yes. With
yeah,
him, I have no
absolutely.
idea.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Thank you, guys. Let's move on now. So let me ask you all a question, a sincere question. What would an extra $50,000 to $100,000 in the next 12 months be worth to you in your life? I want you to visualize it, to really feel it and see it. One sentence each of you. One sentence. Keep it short, sweet. And you're nodding. Rob, I want to start with you.
I will never work for anyone again.
Love that. Paul? Not even for Paul? I'm joking. I'm joking. You guys work together.
That's
Work
right.
with
That's
Paul. Yes,
that's my partner.
that's right.
What
Business
about you,
partner.
Paul?
It's the same thing. I'll never have to go back and face the corporate world again.
Awesome. Awesome. Jennifer?
Same. I will just work for myself finally,
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
There you go.
Stephanie? Dancing Queen? Dancing Queen. You there?
Maybe she's dancing.
All right. Let's come back to her in a moment. Amazing Anna.
It's what I need for my next step, for my next quantum leap.
Love that. Love that. Awesome. Now, so let's recap. So far, what we've covered in the 5-day challenge. Day 1, we looked at how podcasting completely transformed, changed, and saved my life, and the benefits of podcasting for both you personally and your business. Day 2, we brainstormed to identify your zone of genius and your avatar. Day 3, we took the findings of day 2 and started crafting your irresistible Godfather offer. Day 4, we talked about all the tech side and launching a podcast in 3 easy steps. Day 4 today, I showed you the clear path to getting leads on demand and clients organically without spamming, even if you have no audience to start with. And now, do you guys see how everything plays together into a bigger game plan and everything comes together? Everything makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
So now,
Yes.
now the question is, let's all implement it together. So raise your hand if you want to have your very own profitable podcast, YouTube channel, so you can start getting leads on demand and client organically, even if you have no audience to start with. Raise your hands. If I could, I would raise even my feet without falling. Actually, in the June class, was a lady from Western Canada, Alberta. She was literally raising her feet. So by the end of the class, I was calling her Happy Feet, and she ran with it. And her podcast is called now Happy Feet Going Places. I'm not joking.
That's awesome.
Yeah, seriously. So again, now I have a question to ask you now. Is it all right if I were to share with you how I serve people? Raise your hand or say yes in the chat.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
Nobody wants to raise their feet? I'm joking. Don't fall. All right. So as I said, I have something special for those who are ready to dive deeper. It might not be for everyone, but for the right person, it may be exactly the perfect thing that you're looking for. So what I do essentially is I help authors, I activate, mentor, coach authors, coaches, and speakers build their high-ticket offers around the zone of genius. I mentor them to get the first or next high-ticket client through their very own profitable podcast and YouTube channel in as little as 30 days from launch, even if you have no audience to start with and without spamming or spending a ton of time. How does that sound so far?
Good.
All right. So now you have 2 options. You can either think, oh, this is cool, but it's not for me, or I don't have the time or whatever, and do nothing and still be in the same place that you've been. Or you can do something and ask yourself a very powerful question, and that is, how can I implement this into my business, my life, so you can start getting leads on demand and clients organically through your own profitable podcast and YouTube channel. So I have a very special and exclusive invitation for you guys to invite you inside the Profitable Podcast Academy for the September class, which kicks off on Monday, September 15th. I will have 2 classes, one at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, 10 a.m. Sydney time. And yes, I'll be doing one for Europe as well. So you don't have to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, Anna. But if you want to join the class at the US class, you're very welcome, or both, at 12 noon UK time, which is 1 p.m. In Germany. So here's the description of it. So it's going to be a 4-week program. I'll be working with you almost on a one-on-one basis. I cap my classes to 5 to 7 students on purpose, so I can really work with you on a one-on-one and ensure that you succeed. We will have one live coaching call a week on Mondays at 12 noon UK time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and 10 a.m. Sydney time. Then one daily video lesson for the rest of those 4 days. So Tuesday to Friday of those weeks, you get one daily video lesson, about 30 minutes each. So you're looking at about an hour of your time per day to invest in this. And we also will get a bonus call from week 2, 3, and 4 to go over anything from the previous week and all that. And of course, we'll have a small group, private Facebook group, messenger group, WhatsApp group. You will be my number one priority in those 4 weeks. Unparalleled support. You'll have access to my dream team inside the academy. The program is as follows: 4 weeks. So what we did this week, even though it was a lot, we barely scratched the surface. So week 1, we're going to spend an entire week to identify your zone of genius. And then week 2, an entire week to craft your irresistible high-ticket offer. By the end of week 2, you will have your offer created, your high-ticket offer. In week 3, I will share with you my proven blueprint and different ways for you to start getting that so important first paying client or next client as soon as possible. And I'm throwing a 4th week as a bonus. There won't be any coaching in that week. It's just going to be me helping you with anything you may have. I'll help you. And that's the structure. Let's get a little bit deeper so far inside the overview. So week 1, as I said, is going to be the foundations and identifying your zone of genius. It's going to start with the clarity, the why, the who, and the what. Then identifying your true zone of genius and gift. Laser focus clarity on what is the one pain point you can address and solve and serve someone at the highest level. Day 4, laser focus clarity on your avatar. And day 5, clarity, laser focus clarity on where is your ideal client hanging out the most. And bonus, that bonus is worth the price of entry by itself. Getting high quality guests on your show. That alone, I've had so many people tell me that this was such an eye opener. How does that sound so far?
Great.
Awesome. So week 2, we're going to take the findings, just like the challenge. The academy is the same process. Everything builds from the previous steps. So week 2, we're going to take the findings of week 1, your zone of genius, clarity on that. And we're going to be daily, one step at a time, one brick at a time, build and create your high-ticket, irresistible Godfather offer. So day 1 is going to be building and structuring your offer the right way. Day 2, we're going to be clearly outlining the quantifiable, measurable end result of your offer. Day 3, we're going to focus on something that's going to really take your business to the next level, your offer, and that is to make your offer transformational, not information or about your time or about your knowledge or commodity. No. Day 4, we're going to look at how to price your offer the right way to make it irresistible and no-brainer for both you and your prospects. And day 5, putting it together. So by the end of week 2, we will have created together your high-ticket, irresistible Godfather offer. So that's what we're going to be today. So if you're unsure what your offer can be or what you can offer, this is exactly what we're going to tackle in that week. How does that sound so far?
Very interesting.
Good. Now, week 3, we're going to put all that together to really now make money. That's why it's called Money Week. Day 1, I'm going to be really talking about how to leverage Facebook groups the right way to get visibility and build your audience from scratch. The same principles applies also to YouTube as well as LinkedIn. The same approach. And then day 2, I'm going to be showing with you some of my biggest secrets. Well, it's not really a secret, but that alone is a game changer. How to build your winning program the right way. Like all those big boys and girls, Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Amy Porterfield, all those people that are doing 6-7-figure launches, they don't spend a second or they don't spend a dime creating a program. They go to the audience and they just ask them, hey, what is your number one pain point? And they just wait and to get the feedback from the audience. And once they get that feedback, they just go and create exactly what the audience asked them for. So this is what this is how I built my academy. Remember initially when I talked to people, when I asked them, do you have your own podcast? They said no. When I asked them why, 3 reasons. I don't know where to start. I'm not a techie and I don't know how to get the right people. Guess what? Those 3 reasons were the pillars of my academy up to a year ago, where my academy was strictly around launching a podcast. Since this year, it's evolved into not just launching a podcast, but also getting clients, making money. And I forgot to mention that now the two different programs, but once you join that current academy, you get access to the content from the previous academy as a bonus. That's a 2,000 pound, 2,500 US dollars bonus as well that I'm throwing as well. You get access to that as well. And then day 3, I'm going to be showing you how to get, once you've created your program, how to get your first paying client in as little as 30 days. That alone is going to show you exactly how to get that first client right away. And what I said, give your audience a taste of a small win as soon as possible. And this is what's going to do for you. It's going to show you how to get that first so important client right away. That's going to do magic for you. It's going to open the switch in your mind. It's going to show you that, hey, what you have is valuable and people are willing and ready to pay for it. Day 4, I'm going to be showing you something that completely turned my business around. I used to struggle getting clients. I was getting 1 or 2 clients a month. But then once I implemented this, now I have a system to get clients on demand. And that is running I'm going to share with you guys how to run your first profitable 5-day challenge. A 5-day challenge is the fastest way to get high ticket clients. All the big boys and big girls are doing it. I asked all the students in my academy for the last 12 months whether they would have joined my academy if I had not done a 5-day challenge. Guess how many people said yes?
0.
Exactly. Because over 5 days, you get 5 days, an opportunity over 5 days to build that trust, display your expertise, and really show them that, hey, and help them answer those 3 key questions. Can I trust this person? Is this person competent? And the big one, can I do it? Sure, you did it. He did it. Sure, but what about little me? That's the most important person in the world for each of us. And over 5 days, that's what you can get to. And as I'm saying those words, I'm getting goosebumps. And you can see that. So I want you guys to really start thinking to plan your first 5-day challenge, because that's what's going to really build you a reliable system to get clients on demand. And I go in detail over that on day 4. Day 5 is probably my favorite day. And that is talking about how to leverage testimonials to charge more, not only right away, but to give yourself a raise regularly. I shared with you an example of my coach, very heart-centered former pastor, incredible closer. He was a banker, then a pastor, and then now he's a sales coach. First class he hosted 5 years ago, September of 2020. He was charging only $500. And then the next 30 days, it's something that completely changed his family's life. He spent the next 30 days getting as many 60-second testimonial. He was able to get 43 testimonials. And the next 30 days, he was able to raise his prices not by a factor of 2 or 5 or 10, but by a factor of 20. He went from charging $500 to $10,000. I joined this program 2 years ago for $10,000. Now the same program is $25,000. He has a VIP program, 3 months, one-on-one, once a week call, $75,000. He doesn't promote it. He has a waiting list. Why? Because his website is full of testimonials, video testimonials. And as I mentioned to you guys before, I want you guys to become a collector of testimonials like I am. I want you guys from today, anytime you get on a call with someone, as long as you help them, that's a caveat. As long as you help them and provided value, don't be shy. Ask them, hey, John, hey, Mary, would you mind we did a quick 60-second testimonial on how this call has been helpful? Those quick 60-second testimonial will change your business and your life and make your website a collection of testimonials. When you go on my website, the one you signed up for the challenge, a header, a picture, I will change that to a video of me, and then nothing but testimonials. And at the bottom, one question. Are you ready to be next? If yes, book a call. So I want you guys to really understand that testimonials, video testimonials, are an absolute game changer. So week 3, going to show you exactly how to not only build your program the right way. If you already have a program, to make your program even more robust, even more a no-brainer. And I will show you exactly how to get that first client right away, and then how to run your own profitable 5-day challenge. Does that make sense, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
How does that sound so far?
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
Any questions? All right, let's move on. So again, I'm also adding a 4th week as a bonus to support. There will be no coaching on that 4th week. It's going to be just me helping you with any extra question you have or implementing anything. We'll be there on WhatsApp, on Messenger, on Facebook. If you guys need me, I'd be happy to jump on a call with you guys on that week. And yeah, so that's going to be an extra week. So if you haven't done so, book a call with me for next week. Let's brainstorm. Let's see how we can implement this for you and see what your gifts can be. So if you haven't done so, let's do it. One thing I really want to emphasize is we are not just launching a podcast. What we are doing is we are building an impactful and profitable business, something that Paul loves, a PIP. A PIP, profitable podcast, impactful podcast, around your zone of genius through podcasting, with your ideal clients paying you at the very least $1,000. But for all of you guys, my MTA, my trust advisor, this guy is telling me that for you, the minimum would be at least $2,000, what you can offer right away. And we will be building together a reliable system for you in 30 days, where you can get leads on demand and clients organically, even if you have no audience and without spamming. So here's my risk-free guarantee for you. I will provide you, upon completion of the program, of the academy, 20 warm leads. These are not random or recycled leads. They're going to be leads that are going to be specific to your business, to your avatar. And I will share with you my proven blueprint to get leads on demand anytime you want or need. That alone is a game changer. On top of that, I'll be getting you on a podcast tour where you're going to be guesting on 1 podcast a week in the first month of 4 podcasts. And again, these are not random podcasts. These are going to be podcasts where your exact ideal audience are listening to. That alone is a $2,000 bonus. That alone. I know people that are charging $2,000 a month just for that, and their clients are staying for years because they're getting results. And I'm going to be throwing this as a bonus for you guys. But most importantly, I will work with you until you get your first client to recoup your investment. That's my no risk offer for you. This works as long as you're coachable and can follow basic instruction I will be providing you each day. You will succeed. I give you the map, the blueprint. I hold your hand and we work together. So to recap, we're going to be building together your high ticket offer around your zone of genius. I will mentor you to get your first or next high ticket client through your very own profitable podcast and YouTube channel. And as little as 30 days after launching your podcast and YouTube channel, even if you have 0 audience to start with, without spamming or spending any extra time doing what you're already doing. And I'll be providing you with 20 warm leads in the first month, plus giving you my proven blueprint, sharing with you my proven blueprint to get leads on demand anytime you want. One of the recent graduates, I wish I had invited her, but I will share with you guys the testimonial from her from the US, Bunmi. She implemented that. She got 81 leads in 24 hours, and then over 200 in a week. And that was over the 4th of July week, which is a very busy holiday in the US. She got so many leads that the Facebook group she was in, she got banned because they thought she was doing something illegal. but now I believe she was reinstated. So again, the 20 leads is a bare minimum. And then getting you on a podcast tour for the first month as my way of saying thank you and ensuring that you succeed. Plus, you get access to my dream team, my expert copywriter, podcast growth expert, publisher, press release expert, and so on and so forth. Here's my promise and guarantee for you. I will work with you until you get your first client so that you can recoup your investment. Why? Because when you win, guess what? I win. So let's win together. Why I'm offering this crazy guarantee? I'm able to do this for two main reasons. One, because I trust you. And number two, because I'm so confident this works that I'm removing all the risk from you and to pretty much ensure you succeed. But here's a caveat. It will work. It will succeed. You will succeed as long as you're coachable and can follow basic instruction I'll be providing you over the course of the academy. This is my risk-free guarantee for you. This is at least a $10,000 value right there. How does that sound so far?
Awesome.
So I am literally removing all the risk from you. I've had people from previous classes, especially after completing the academy, they told me this is a 20, 30, 40, even $50,000 offer. Easy all day. Now, here's a question I have for you guys now. If I were to get you to make an extra $50,000 to $100,000 in the next 12 months, would you pay me $10,000? Especially since there's virtually no risk on your end.
Yes.
Yes, Paul?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Stephanie?
Yes.
I want you to say it, Stephanie, while dancing.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Rob, I want you to say it while singing.
Oh, you want me to sing now?
One rhyme. One line.
All right. You want to hear Sinatra, don't you?
Yes, sir.
All right. And now the end is near, so I face the final curtain.
Thank you. I love that. Amazing, Anna.
It's a no-brainer.
Love that. Jennifer?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else I missed? But you know what, guys? I know by now you may be wondering, so how much is this? Tell me how much is this? Raise your hand if you have that question. Raise your hand.
Nah.
Yeah, okay. But you know what, guys? It's nowhere near that. When I will share with you, reveal the price, you will be jumping and say, what? And here's what I mean. Because I have, in fact, an irresistible Godfather offer for you guys that's going to make you jump off your seat. Are you guys ready?
Mhm.
All right. But just like the cheesy line, but wait, there's more. Remember that, Paul? But wait, there's more.
Yes.
Those late commercials, especially the 90s. I used to stay all night to watch them late at night when I was in high school. Anyways, as I said, I'm going to be providing you 20 warm leads upon completion of the program, plus providing you with my proven method to get leads on demand. That alone is a $10,000 value. The 30-day podcast tour, guesting in 4 podcasts in the first month, that's a $2,000 a month value, all day, every day. And then access to my dream team. It took me years to build that dream team. My copywriter genius, my podcast growth expert, my publisher superstar that helped me become a 4-time #1 international bestselling author on launch day, my LinkedIn wizard, and so on and so forth. That alone is a $3,000 value. So all of this right here is a $15,000 value all day, every day. But wait, there's more. If you go on my website, Academy right now is $4,000. But because you guys spent a week with me, and as a way of saying thank you, I'm going to be offering you a scholarship, a $1,000 scholarship. So therefore, your tuition is only $3,000. That's my offer. But wait, there's more. First of all, how does that sound so far? How does that sound?
Good.
Good. Paul?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Amazing. Anna?
Sounds good.
Jennifer?
Good.
Awesome. Awesome. But wait, I have an even better deal for you guys. And to prove that this works, I'm removing further risks from you. You can start today with only $1,000 deposit, and you pay the remaining $2,000 once you complete the program, so that you can see how robust it is and start getting results, so that program can start paying for itself. I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen anyone making that kind of offer before. Raise your hand if you've seen that kind of offer anywhere before. Exactly. And why I'm able to do that? Again, number one, because I trust you. And number two, because I know it works. And again, this will work as long as you are coachable and can follow basic instructions. Raise your hand if you are coachable and can follow basic instructions. Awesome. Awesome. Dancing Queen. Awesome. Now, and I also have a VIP offer. If you pay the full $3,000, not today, but by September 10th, I'll triple the podcast tours, meaning you don't get 1 month, but you get 3 months of podcast tours. You're going to be guesting on 12 highly targeted podcasts in the next 3 months upon completing the academy. So that alone is a $6,000 bonus value right there. So to recap, you get to start today with only $1,000 deposit to show that, hey, this works. We're going to get you results, and you can pay the remaining $2,000 once you complete the program. That's the most no-brainer offer. Now, if you're an action taker and you really want to take this to the next level, you pay everything by September 10th, which is, I believe, next Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll triple the podcast tours for you. So you get a $6,000 bonus on top of it. And if you do the monthly payment with this one, guess what? I'm not going to charge you interest. I could, but I don't. Because for me, it's not a money grab. For me, it's really sincerely helping you. My coach actually threatened me to kick me out of the program. I paid him $10,000 if I don't raise my prices. Even my siblings, they're not entrepreneurs. They're very successful in their careers. They're telling me, why are you undercharging? Do you hate money? This is at least a $10,000 offer. I said, yes, it is a $10,000 offer. But the reason I'm keeping it at this price for now, remember what I said? Build your business the way you wished existed when you were starting. When I was starting, when I was broke, I didn't have $10,000. With $3,000, I could put some coins together. I could borrow it from my siblings, and so on and so forth. So this is why I'm still keeping it this rate. So this is my best, my sincerest, most humblest, not just offer, but invitation for you guys to come join forces and help you bring your gifts together, not to the world, but to your Annas, to your Jennifers, to your Pauls, to your Robs, to your Stephanies, to your Marias, to your Gregs, and so on and so forth. And with all the gifts you guys have been blessed with, it's going to take 1 or at most 2 clients for you to recoup your investment. Oh, and did I mention something else? Once you're a member for life. So this is not just a 3-month program, and after 3 months, you have to pay extra to be in. You're a member for life, meaning you're very welcome to pop in any future academy classes for as long as I'll be here. As my knowledge expands, I will be gladly sharing those with you guys. I still have students from the classes from 4 years ago coming in to say hi, to get a refresher, and to update their knowledge as well. So that alone is at least a $2,000 a year bonus. I'm not even quantifying that, but adding it in for you. So that's my humblest and most sincerest invitation, not offer, invitation to come join forces and change lives while also being handsomely rewarded by the universe. Any questions, comments, compliments?
Clear as mud.
Beautiful. Love that. So book a time with me for next week. Let's chat. And yeah, let's brainstorm and see how we can bring this into your business. Right to left. Stephanie, any questions? Can hear you.
I said I didn't have any questions right now.
Okay. Rob?
No, I don't have any questions. I'm going to book some time with you, though.
Awesome. Thank you. Paul?
No questions, but like I said, I got a time slot with you, 8 o'clock on Monday.
Okay. Jennifer?
I don't have any questions right now, but I'm thinking of multiple.
All right. Book that time. Anna?
Okay.
No questions.
Okay. Thank you. And also, when you book your time next week, I'd love to get a quick testimonial from you about the challenge. I could have done that today, but I didn't want to make this even longer than it's already. So please book that time next week, and let's have fun. Let's bring your gifts to the world. And if any one of you is ready to rock and roll right now, let me know, and I'll send you the link and the instructions. So again, this is my humblest invitation for you guys to really bring your gift to the world, changing lives one entrepreneur at a time, through connections. Always remember, you're just one conversation away, one dance away, one call away, one whatever you're doing. Seriously, this is not a cheesy line. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your trust, most importantly. And I'm so much looking forward to taking the next step with you guys inside the Academy on the 15th. So if you have no more questions, let's call it a day, a night, whatever time it is for you guys. It's been an hour and a half. It's been an absolute honor. I sincerely hope that this has really opened your eyes to the phenomenal power of podcasting, especially when done the right way. Because this guy right here, without this, I wouldn't be here physically. That's how I started my talk in March at a conference in Vietnam. Everything I have in life, I owe to God, my family, and my podcast in that order. You guys know my story. So I'm the poster child for it. And I'm extremely passionate about podcasting. And I want to bring this gift now to as many people as possible. Heart-centered entrepreneurs. So there you have it. Thank you for everything. I love you guys. Have a beautiful night, day, whatever time it is for you guys. Have a fantabulous weekend. And I see you all next week. Book that time. God bless.
Thank you.
Talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a
Have
nice
a great
weekend.
night, everybody.
Thank you.
Everybody have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.